10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello there. Hello. Hello, all my good friends. What's up? What's up, motherfuckers? What's up? Anyways, had some technical difficulties. That's why we're a little late tonight. We're here now. We're here now. Matters. Monday, we're allowed to be a little late, man. Mondays suck usually. I'm just saying. Keeping it real. I mean, most of the time they do suck. Alright, we're leaving from runway 10 left. I'll get into this plane here in a minute. I'll tell you about it. Well, I mean, I don't know if I need to tell you about it or not. Shit, this airplane's been out for a long time. I thought this thing was brand new. This is the first time I saw it today. Then I did some research on it after I bought it. I'm like, damn, this shit is like old, like 3 years old. Anyways, let's park over here. 10 left is right here. That's what we're supposed to be leaving on. But this plane is pretty dope, dude. I played with it, I don't know, for maybe like 20 minutes earlier, just to kind of get familiarized with it. I didn't fly it. I turned the engines on and kind of learn where the buttons are. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I got to turn to work for the buttons. But it's a pretty cool plane, man. It sounds real good. Tablet's pretty nice. Got a real good navigation system in it. The lighting in the cabin's a little suspect, you know, when it gets dark out, but overall, it's a really good airplane. Look at how small our wee little airplane is compared to all those big-ass planes around it. Wonder what Easter eggs we're going to see down here in Brazil tonight. Oh, yeah. Turn the lights up. Oh, I can't adjust the time. Shit. I got to figure out what setting that big time. Going to set. I'm gonna blame this one on Greece because he had me go in and try to do some multiplayer shit last. Multiplayer. Oh, I didn't realize that was still an option. Live weather. All right, which is the one? Interface. Why is this one? I don't remember turning that on. All right, show traffic. There's got to be an option here that leaves on. That leaves. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read something. There's got to be an option that deactivates that live time. I forget what it was. All right, let's turn off player. Actually, let me go back. I might have to do it from the main screen because I think that's how I had to do it in 2020. Let me already restart, man. It's only been like 2 minutes. There we go. See, now I can change it. Yeah, it's something to do with I think it has something to do with multiplayer. I think that's how it was in 2022. I forget really. I didn't do a whole lot of multiplayer in 2020. I didn't really like it. I mean, it was fun every once in a while, but like everybody's plane looked the same. It was like just a whole group of, you know, Airbuses flying around like doing barrel rolls and loops. Like, you know. All right, we should be good now. At least I would like to hope so. Better. Now we don't have to taxi. It comes with 3 different models. This airplane was 20 bucks. I got it on the Just Flight website today. And I thought for 20 bucks, I thought it was a hell of a deal for 20 bucks. From what I was looking on it, you know, as far as like what it came with and instruments in it and all that. Here we go. Do live weather. Again. You know, one thing I don't see on here that used to be on the weather panel for 2020. Oh no. Why is that? I swear I didn't turn that on. I did a mission earlier. Maybe it's still on from the mission. The way to check the METAR, like you can't do it on this weather panel. You could do it in 2020. Maybe that's something that they'll fix here. All right, let's go back into settings again. I might as well check my flight stick while I'm in here because my flight jacked up. I had to reset all my buttons for the distance. Wow, why is all this on? I don't usually have these. Well, for the helicopter, I do sometimes when I'm doing missions. But all right, hot air balloon. Wow, look at that shit. Wow. Realistic. Got the ATC off, which is good. Gyro. Yeah, well. All right, helicopter's fine. The rest of these. All right, let me check my controls just to make sure. All right, good. And let's make sure this should be on props. It really sucks that I have to do this. every time I get into an airplane. Flaps. Oh, well, maybe I didn't rename this one. All right, so that's prop access, throttle. Oh, yeah, this is it. Autopilot master, decrease flaps, drone. Let's rename this props. Then we'll be okay. Ropes. Sucks you have to go in here like every time you start. If you, when I use the controller, like an Xbox controller, problem. And the flight stick. Every time I come in here, I'm setting MD10. I'm always resetting or like making sure the buttons are okay. It sucks. But yeah, I like this plane. They did a pretty good job with this thing. The interior is pretty nice. I haven't like gone through the cabin to see if we can pick out our own seats and stuff, but all right, so it doesn't put our name back here. We changed the tail and I mean, I know I can change it, but like I don't know if it's gonna. You know, no, I'll just leave it how it is. All right, get inside and let's get things rolling. Now there is a. Why is my? Actually, the game is frozen, I think. Yep. We're gonna work now. Yep. Looks like we are. There we go. Every once in a while, it gets frozen, and then like if I flip to a different screen and then come back, what's up, Don? Sometimes it gets frozen. Then when I flip to a screen and go back to the screen, like flip out of the game and back into the game, sometimes it works. So the checklist in the tablet here. That's definitely not the checklist. The checklist here is the exact same checklist that comes with the airplane. When you download it, you download, when you unzip the file, there's a user manual, which is really good, and a checklist. Checklist is right here. It's a pretty standard checklist, you know, for prop engine planes and all that. Tablet's pretty good. Can't do a ton on it, but you can do enough. Let me change the so you have your ramp manager, we have cones, chocks, all that. We have pushback control as well. Now you can't like drag the screen and move it. You have to use the little bar on the side, but we have that. Have preferences, settings, and that's really about it. That's all you have. There's this little button right here. Yeah, man, why? You don't like this plane? This plane is good, dude. I like this plane. You got a problem with my plane, Don? That's a problem with it. It's Mod Monday, man. I had to get a new plane. I like this plane. I think the plane is pretty good. Oh no. I thought it sounded okay, but I didn't have my headphones on earlier, so well, this might be a short trip. All right, let's pull in the flight plan here. Whatever, for 20 bucks, you know, it looked cool. I'm not upset that I bought it. I might be now. Hey, there's a new panel up there. What is that? I didn't know that would do that. Did I do that? Dude, that is so cool. Good way. So I don't have to turn on the airplane to do the flight plan. I can just do it all right here. All right, well, we're still going to use the... I didn't realize that has... Pretty cool. All right, let's get the airplane... Oh, we got to get power real quick. Well, let me activate power here. Swiss. Sure, Swiss airport. No problem. Out here in Brazil, no problem. Come on, drone. There's our Swiss powerhouse. It actually lights up pretty cool at night. If this one lights up like the other one did, that one was... Oh, it doesn't look like this one's gonna light up. Shit. Should have chose the other one. They put one here. Well, at least they park it in the same place. They park it right under the nose. Yeah, the one that they brought over before when I was trying out the airplane. Yeah, it lit up like all really cool, like in the back. It was like all digital and shit. I don't remember which one it is. But yeah, they parked it in the middle of my nose as well. That's a great spot to park it. All right, let's the airplane start it up now. Yep. Parking brakes. Set. Your lever is down. Wherever it is. Wherever you are, landing gear. Battery switch is off because nothing's on. The new 787. Well, I saw the picture that you put on Discord, but I didn't know that was a new one. I just put a... I have no idea if there's a new one. If there is, I'll check it out. I'm going to say yes. I probably will like it. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. All right, flaps. They're up. Thrust levers are idle. I'll check it out after this plane. Is it like you have to download it, or is it just automatically in the sim? Levers are cut off. Battery switch. External power. That's firing up. Comms are on. Transponder on. Oh, we still got the words on. Forgot to turn those off. Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, I will not buy anything from Captain's. Sorry. Actually, I should refrain. I bought one thing from him. I bought the D130, I think it was. That's okay. But yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of the Captain Sim experience. If you bought it, do you like it? I mean, that's really what matters, if you like it. Lights. Transponders on. We need to get our fuel. Fuel do we need? About 1,240 kilograms. Get truck over here. All right, let's bring in the flight plan. I have the key for the GTN systems. I've had it for a while now. Turn the brightness of the sky down. Go to utilities. Maybe not. Menu. Port. All right, fuel truck is in position. We need 1,240 kilograms. Go. So the 8 and the 9 are really the same thing? That sucks. That you spent more money, and it's really the same thing you already had. I did that. I bought the 787 800, I guess it is. I don't remember. I think it's the 800, but it's not from Captain Sim. It was from a different developer, and it was almost identical to the standard 787. I just felt like I wasted money at that point, but it'd be nice if they put like better descriptions in. I mean, I've talked about this before. Yeah, Bravo Airspace. That's right. Yep. Right. Yeah, that's a pretty good plane, I think, the one from Bravo Airspace. All right, procedures. Have those in. Let me add in approach. At least the one I'm expecting. Different coordinates. ILSR 50. Okay, it's art. All right, we still got the same. All right, very good. That's good. We can load that. Should be good. There's probably going to be a manual sequence here that we need to get rid of. Yep. Always. Got to get rid of those. Those will screw up your flight plan completely. All right, so all this is good. Get our meat bar. All right, we're pretty much ready to start our engines and get out of here. I'm so used to turning down the detail from playing on Xbox. I always did that. Every time I had one of these systems or a Garmin, I would just turn it all the way down to the least just to try to keep, you know, the screens on. Now, I did read in the owner's manual for this plane that if you leave the ignition switches here, if you leave them in flight here, there's a possibility that leaving them both on, it could drain the battery enough while you're flying to turn the screens off. I thought was pretty interesting. So, all right, let's get our tablet back out. Fuel quantity, fuel pumps are off, autopilot's off, bolts, check those. Contact the ATC. Them at all. That's good, and we have. Now, I did read that there's no failures for engines, hydraulics, something else with this mod, so, you know. Panel lights are already on. Turn on the cockpit light. All right, let me contact the AT. Well, let me get the ATIS first.
320, 2.16.
Wuruhos Airport Information, Quebec 020.
You motherfucker.
Zulu. Windcom. Visibility 9er. Sky condition.
God damn you, son of a bitch. I turned off the...
approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.0. Advise on initial contact.
All right, uniform.
Information
You know, I don't know why they do that. I turned off the ATC and it still shows up on the bottom. I understand the, you know, I didn't turn off the sounds, but still, man, that's annoying as hell. All right, so 10:16. Bring up the airport we're going to. Rio. And what's my plane number again? November Alpha 3. Clearance, this is Bandit November Alpha 30 X-ray with IFR clearance to Sierra Bravo Gamma Lima with uniform.
Bandit November Alpha 30 X-ray. Guarulhos clearance. Information uniform is current. Clearance to Galeão via the ECOP 1 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 10 left. Initial climb 6000. Departure on 129.5 squawk 2122.
Cleared to Galileo via the ECOP 1A departure, that is filed. Departure runway 10 left. Initial climb 6,000. Departure on 129.5 squawk 2122. Bandit 30 X-ray. Out, bitch. Alright, what did I set up? Do I have a co-pilot, or did I set up some? Oh, I set up the cabin crew.
30 X-ray, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.7.
I think I want to have a co-pilot tonight handling the comms for me. Actually, I could probably... Can I just switch them just by clicking? Ah, well, that makes it easy. If I can just click right there, then that works. 121.7. There we go there. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard this flight with our wonderful airline. My name is Alejandro, and alongside my fantastic crew members Maria, Carlos, and Sofia, we are delighted to have you with us today. We are flying to the beautiful city of Rio de Janeiro. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and store your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you, and enjoy your flight.
Carlos ground, this is Bandit 30 X-ray requesting clearance for pushback and engine start.
Bandit 30 X-ray, pushback and engine start approved. Advise when ready for taxi.
I'm not reading that back. You know, the only reason I read back everything the way I do is because otherwise the resident pilot Chicago would say something to me. So, in order to keep the peace, I read back everything. That's what he instructed. Happens in the real world. So, all right, let me bring back up the rest of the tablet here. Check those. Pitot heat's off. Turn on the signs. Station lights. Turn the inverters on. I like how everything lights up green when doing it. That way you know everything's on. Alright, fire test. I hope this isn't too... I'm a little... That's good, and annunciator panel is here. That's all right. The poor start, that flaps for takeoff. Wrong one. Sounded pretty good. Flight instruments. Very good. Altimeters we already set. ATC clearance we got. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. Put all the toys away outside. Had this set to change automatic. Yeah, I'll turn that off and just leave it in. All right, let's close everything up. We don't need a pushback or anything. We're just going to take right off and go right out. All right, those are on. Ground equipment's gone. Doors are closed. Let's start up the engines. Both inertial separators on. Left engine pump on. Let's. And then when this one gets up to number 10 here, 10%, then we put the fixture all the way up. Well, regardless of how this airplane sounds, it's got to be better than that Boeing 307. That 307, the way they the way they put the sounds in from the Cessna, that's got to be. Yeah, I used I had that same issue, but then I used the keyboard on the tablet itself. Like, instead of clicking on it and using your controller like for the Xbox keyboard, I used the keyboard right on the tablet, and it seemed to work after that. So maybe you got to do that as well. All right, we're good there. Let's turn off the ignition switch here. Wait for 10%. And with my flight stick, the lever that I usually use for flaps, I actually have that set for the condition levers here, because I'm sorry, for the prop levers here, because I was reading in checklist later in the flight, we have to bring those back down to like 50 or 60. And it's easier, I think, to move them together. Let's get up to 6,000. Gotta be it. Oh, look at that, feet per minute. Okay, so we have VS mode and arm the altitude. And then we can use this, I would take it, to move us up or down for the elevator trim. All right, all this is done outside of turning off the other switch. Top here. All right, let's go ahead and put this on battery. Put on our generators. Our voltmeters again. Even though it's probably not modeled, so we don't really have to worry about it. Our initial separators are on. Comms are good. Transponder, let's put you on standby, bitch. Turn on our weather radar. We'll put that on standby for now. All right, taxi. Let's contact Gaubi. This is Bandit 30 X-ray, ready for taxi and departure.
Bandit 30 X-ray, taxi
Alpha X-ray is probably this right here, or whatever he said, so we'll just do that. All right, let's put our taxi lights on. There's our landing lights. Yeah, it does kind of sound a little bit like a weed whacker, yeah. I don't know, maybe that's how it sounds in real life, who knows? I don't know. It looked like it'd be kind of a fun airplane to play around with. So I got it. Alright, those are on, no cross feed, departure heading. We'll set that when we get up there. Actually, I can just look on Havoc right. Oh, you know, we have charts in here. That's alright. Here. I don't really feel like bringing up the charts on it. Heading of 96 degrees. That. Turn them on. That's all good. Oops. Wrong button. Alright, let's go ahead and put this on. Alright, that's good. Everything looks good there. Let's get out of here. You can actually tabble it away. We really don't need it for the rest of the flight. Boy, it gets really quiet behind. See the volume on that on. Oh yeah, that's loud. Jesus Christ. I need to play with the settings one day and set a limiter on the sound for these. That way it won't cross a certain point. Like I have that filter set up on my mic, so if I yell or get loud or something like that, then it won't cross a certain level for volume. I never think about setting that for the game, but maybe I should. Oh, what's a United doing down here?
In command of this EMB-110 Bandeirante. We expect a flight time of approximately 42 minutes. Before we take off, I would like to go over some important safety information. First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop from the compartment above you. To use the mask, pull it towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For our over-water flights, we have life vests located under your seats. To use the life vest, pull it out, place it over your head, and secure the straps around your waist. Inflate it by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tube. This EMB-110 has 2 emergency exits located at the front and rear of the cabin. In the unlikely event of an emergency,
damn trucks.
Please follow the illuminated exit signs to reach them. We kindly ask you to pay attention to this safety demonstration, as it is important for your safety. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy the flight. Now, I will inform the captain that the cabin is ready for departure.
Yeah, whether it sounds like a lawnmower or not.
Contact tower on 118.4. Have a good morning.
Whether it sounds like a lawnmower or not, it's okay. For me, I wanted to try it. But, I don't know, I was just in the mood to buy something for the simulator this morning. Goddamn truck's always trying to play chicken with me. Alright, we gotta call the tower. .4. Carlos Tower, this is Bandit 30 X-ray holding short runway 10 left, ready for departure. Oh, wrong button. Carlos Tower, this is Bandit 30 X-ray holding short runway 10 left, ready for departure. gonna respond back to me or what? Oh, I didn't hear anything this time. I wonder what happened to the sound. Weird. All right. Cabin crew, take your seats for departure. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's the maybe I switched it by accident. All right, we're already cleared. Let's get out of here. All right, heading is 96. Let me set that roll. Close enough. Read the parking brake. Oh shit, we still have stuff to do. Hang on. Prop levers max. Got that. Cool rich is on. That's on. Air conditioning. Is all right, very good. That's done. Those are good. That's good. Put you on there. Let's put you on. Flaps are good. Check our trim. Trim's good. They're both on. Auto feather armed. We got to turn on the pilot and passenger heat. Here. Auto feather armed is stop there. I think that's it. Yeah. Those are on, that's good. All right, after takeoff. Prop lever set to 90, same with thrust. Prop sync on. Prop sync. There, that's easy enough. Autopilot engage. All right, let's get out of here. Actually, you know what? Hang on one second. I am gonna change the say intentions thing for Copilot. That way I don't have to worry about continually talking. At least for now. We have Eric Cartman. No shit. Hey! Alright, very good. Eric handled the comms for me during takeoff.
Sure thing, Gregory. I'll handle the comms from now on.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I think the thing you have to do with the step climbs, if I remember from what Chicago said, I think you have to, like if you're at 36,000 feet and the next step is 38, I think you have to set the altitude for 38,000. I've never been able to get it to climb automatically. Maybe you can figure it out, but I've never been able to do it. There we go. Yes. Whoa! We almost missed the runway. I swear I've flown a plane before. All right. We're all good there. Let's get out of here. Oh yeah. The lawnmower's alive. Why you did what? Bought the plane? We never turned our flight director on. There we go. All right, auto feather off.
Switching to departure on 129.5. Bandit, November Alpha 3, 0X, Ray.
All right, I'm gonna fly manual for a little bit.
Paulo control departure. Bandit, November Alpha 3, 0X, Ray morning. Climbing path 3500.
Bandit, November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray.
Yes,
Sao Paulo
Eric
control
Hartman.
Departure, radar contact. Climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220. Bandit, November Alpha 3, 0X, Ray.
All right, let's go IAS, nav, and there was a new update from Say Intentions, which is part of the reason why it took me so long to get on tonight. I did the update, and then that little box wasn't popping up anymore, so it took me a while. I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, but yeah, it's part of the new update that they have out. Now Eric Hartman's a co-pilot. All right, we can turn off the landing and taxi lights. Check the instruments. Check our speeds and all that. All right, so we should bring this down to about 90%, they said. All right, very good. And we're cruising. We're on our way to Rio de Janeiro to go get some south of the border giraffes. But yeah, Eric Hartman's the ATC. I mean, the co-pilot. I think that's pretty funny. When I bought this plane, I had no idea this thing went up to 25,000 feet. That's pretty crazy. Wonder what we should be climbing at. What's climbing speed?
30 X-ray, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250. Bandit, November Alpha 3, 0X, Ray.
You see what the manual says the climbing speed should. I don't doubt that 80 is about right. It just seems a little slow. Gotta reduce. Let me open checklist. You. When I built this plane on, so I built this plane on SimBrief. They have a way where you can construct your own, your own models. So when I researched this plane, it looked like the Saab 340 was a good competitor. So I just built it off the Saab. So let me, operating limitation. There is a Y or a V. Attention. Final cabin. Climb. Oh well. Hey, what up, Bobby? Let me... Bill Tony. Yes, sir. I still have yet to watch any of that. All right, there we go. Now our engines are in the green now. Everything's in the green. Plane sounds great. Glad I didn't spend more than 20 on this airplane. Still fun to fly. Oh, it's a podcast? Gotcha. We adjust our climb speed a bit. Get our speed up a little bit. Oh, that is cool. I like that. I like how it puts our dial right there. Oh yeah, we need to... Oh shit! No! Ba-da-rumba, na-na-na-na, ba-da-rumba, ba-da-rumba, de-de-de-de-de-de-de. Oh, yo soy marineros. Oh, yo soy marineros. Soy capitán. Soy capitán. Soy capitán. I think we went a little too slow, and I might be able to control this actually. Ba-da-rumba, na-na-na-na, ba-da-rumba. Oh, son of a bitch. I wouldn't really call that back on track.
30 X-ray, contact Brasilia Center on 127.25.
Switching to Brasilia Center on 127.25. Bandit, November Alpha 30 X-ray.
And we're back at 3,000 feet again. We should just take off again from the runway.
Bandit, November Alpha 30 X-ray warning. Descending through 3,000.
Bandit, November Alpha 30 X-ray, Brasilia Center, identified. Good morning, Sao Paulo, QNH 1013.
Oh shit, we keep on crashing. Hang on a second. Well, that was that airplane. Alright, you should get it. Maybe we'll fly something else. I don't know, should we? Or should I just finish a flight with that thing? I'll finish the flight. I think it was well spent. We're going to start right on the runway. Right, there we go. Now, I think we were climbing too fast, and didn't I choose 10? Hang on. Oh, we are on 10 left. All right, very good. Clearance. Gauss clearance, Bandit 30 X-ray IFR to Sierra Bravo Gamma Lima with information uniform. Hopefully it's still uniform.
Bandit November Alpha 30 X-ray, Guarulhos clearance, information uniform is current, clear to Galeão via the ECOP 1 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 10 left, initial climb 6000, departure on 129er, decimal 5 squawk 6241.
Right now we're good. All right, let's go back this way. Let's set 25,000 again. Whoa, we hear all that flange? Good lord. A lot of flange. All right, cockpit. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And all right, now we're ready for takeoff. All right, departure. 1, 2. Gauss departure, Bandit 30 X-ray, currently holding short, runway 10 left, ready for departure. Damn, wrong button again. Gauss departure, this is Bandit 30 X-ray, currently holding short, runway 10 left, ready for departure.
Bandit November Alpha 30 X-ray, Sao Paulo control departure, runway 10 left, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Eric, handle the comms for me while I'm taking off.
All right, Gregory. I'll handle the comms from here.
All right, let's go. I'm not really sure what the climb speed is on this thing. I couldn't find it anywhere. I didn't really look too hard either. I just looked in the owner's manual, the user manual. Not like I spent a lot of time searching. All right, flaps up.
Bandit 30 X-ray, radar contact. Over Guarulhos at 3700 feet, heading 096. Sao Paulo, QNH 1013.
Eric, handle the comms for me while we're climbing.
All right, Gregory, I've got the comms while we're climbing. Just focus on flying, dude.
I'm working on it, but the nose trim operates backwards with the scroll wheel on my mouse, Eric. I scroll down and it goes, oh, maybe it is right. No, I scroll down, which shows that it's supposed to be up. But when I scroll down, it actually lowers the nose. Anyways. All right, so now we have to bring our props and our throttle back. So our props got to go to 90. Now, if I had the words back on, I could tell if it was 90 or not. You know what I mean? Like, if I put the words on real quick and you hover over it, like, it'll tell you. I'm not too worried about it now that we're actually doing a bit better than last time. I think we were climbing too slow before.
Climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250. Bandit November Alpha 30 X-ray.
Awesome. I love having Cartman. We're doing better than last time. I think we still have our landing lights on. Yo soy marinero. Yo soy. If you guys don't know that song, that's La Bamba. The guy who wrote it, Richie Valens, died in a plane crash like this airplane back in the 50s, I think it was. Him, the Big Bopper, and Buddy Holly. They were on an airplane together and it went down in flames. Sucks. They say that's the day music died. Get the guy who wrote that song. Don somebody or something wrote that song, American Pie or Apple Pie. What was the song? Miss America Pie or something like that. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but my levee was dry. Good old boys drinking with pride. This'll be die. Burning. We don't really fly over this area too often, so it's kind of nice to check things out. All right, let's put traffic here. Work on our charts while we're climbing. So during cruise, after takeoff, we got feather off, prop sync is on. That's good. Sync on prop lever between 50 and 5% of RPM. Well, I'm guessing the RPM one is Oh, here. So this is the 90% they're talking about. Oh, okay. I got it now. So the little dial in the center, the little dial in the center is the prop. The big needle is the throttle. All right, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I think the RPM, I'm not sure which one the RPM is actually. Well, I know it says RPM percentage here, but 50 or 60 doesn't make sense because it's down here. That can't be the case. So since the engine's not really modeled anyways, we're just gonna make sure we try to stay in the green the whole flight. All right, let's go back a screen here. Go. Ability. Good, that's all done. Charts. What are we doing? Oh, I didn't make sure we had the right amount of fuel in here this time. Oh well, we should. Okay, I get. Crash, we crash. Wouldn't be the first time.
X-ray, contact Curitiba Center on 126.5.
Contacting Curitiba Center on 126.5. Bandit, November Alpha 30 X-ray. Curitiba Center, Bandit, November Alpha 30 X-ray morning, climbing through flight level 130 for flight level 250.
Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray, Curitiba Center identified. Good morning.
This is the approach that we're doing here. Pick up Edgett. Come around here and then. .5, I think. .10. Oh, it's already in there. Do 112.3. Back up. Nine. Hey, look at that. I like this one here. That works for me. I like that. Oh shit. I do like how our vertical speed has the indicator. That's real cool. I like that. I mean, for a cheap plane, 20 bucks I think is pretty cheap. For a cheap plane, it's not too bad. Pretty nice little plane for 20 bucks. Sure, the sounds could be better. Some things could be modeled better, but overall, man, it's a pretty dope little plane for 20 bucks. I've definitely bought way worse airplanes for 20 bucks, that's for sure. Good morning, Brazil. Where are we supposed to send that? Because I don't know if we're going to get all the 25,000. Okay, so go past Vurup and then we have to start descending kind of right after Vurup. For Vurup and at Pabid we need around 14,000. Time for that. There that manual sequence yet? Bastard trying to sneak in there. Maybe one day, say intentions, they'll let you have more than one intercom setup. So you can have a co-pilot and cabin crew, a mentor or tour guide. Now I do have multiplayer on, but I guess nobody's really in this area here. Let me... You can hear live multiplayer around the globe. We can do that, I guess. I don't like the pre-recorded chatter. We'll, usually the funny ones aren't very funny. We'll leave it as co-pilot.
164 Victor Victor, contact New York Center on 118.975.
I have on live traffic from around the world from Say Intentions.
Tango Sierra Lima Oscar Brasilia Center radar contact. Papa Tango Sierra Lima Oscar Brasilia Center contact. Sao Paulo control departure on 129.825. 129.825 turn Oscar. Sierra Lima Oscar contact Sao Paulo.
That's weird. I turned off around the world and it turned that off, but
Good morning, Center. Stingray, November 239 Alpha Phillips, 16,000, proceeding on course heading 048, approaching the Lunk and Bell waypoint. Stingray, November 239 Alpha, Zulu, Brasilia Center, roger. Trans-Brazil 9081, Curitiba Center, roger.
These look like pretty comfortable seats, man. Look at that. These are seats for Dr. Now right here. Dr. Now should buy one of these planes and haul his fat ass patients around in these. There's one seat here.
9000 Curitiba Center, roger.
Like their enabler can sit right here.
Curitiba Center, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Their enabler can. Their enabler.
Brazil,
Okay.
9000 climb and maintain flight level 290.
All right, I'm enough with the traffic. It's okay. All right, it was fun while it lasted. Hey, what up, dude? Yeah, so what I was saying is, this plane is perfect for Dr. Now. He should get, he should buy one of these. The enabler can sit over here on the left, and then the fat ass patient can take up this whole seat. Looks like it's got one seat belt. This plane is perfect for his overweight patients that he has. We can increase our climb speed to some. No, not FS20. No, we're in 24. And I haven't opened up FS20 really at all since I've yeah, 24, the key bindings and everything. Oh yeah, I don't like the checklist now. I don't like having to use the tablet for the checklist. I liked having it how it was before. Yeah, there's a few things that I don't like about this, but overall I'm pretty happy with key bindings and the tablet. The tablet's terrible outside of using it for navigation. Using it for navigation, it seems to work pretty well. I like how you can click on it and click on certain waypoints and it pops up and go and all that, but yeah, overall it's not great. I expected a lot more when we watched that the expo from the summertime. I expected a lot more from the tablet, the way they were talking about it. Oh yeah, by the way, when you talk about this airplane, don't misgender it. Clearly see it's trans. So I don't really know what it's transitioning to or what its pronouns are, but just be respectful. Alright, we're almost at our climbing altitude. We got Eric Cartman as our co-pilot today. Thanks to the new update from Stay Intentions. Yeah, the key bindings keep on getting screwed up. I mean, I store them, but somehow somehow at times they just don't, like, they just go away. I don't get it. I really don't. It's not a hard thing to do. Like binding keys and setting up joysticks and controllers, it's much easier, I think, in the new simulator. But what's the point of changing them if they just go away or they change automatically or they erase? I mean, that's bullshit. Me too. For the controller I do, yeah. But when I'm using the flight stick, I try to, I only have so many buttons and levers on here. Yeah, I don't change anything on the controller when I'm using the Xbox controller. Flight stick I program. I usually have one for helicopters, one for flaps. So the flaps one I have set up is for really any airplane that has like jet engines. Then I have one for mixtures, and then one for props like this one, where you have to adjust the prop levers. But yeah, I have like four or five different controllers that I typically. Everything else stays the same. Keyboard is always the same. Mouse is always the same. And then yeah, the Xbox controller, I never touch that. unless I have to. As far as I don't, you know what? I don't think I've ever reprogrammed on 2020 or this one. I don't think I've ever reprogrammed anything on the controller. I'm not thinking about it. Oh shit. Let's just hold here for now. Eric, request flight level 220 for our cruising altitude.
I'll request flight level 220 for cruising altitude.
I don't hear you saying anything, Eric.
Curitiba Center, Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray, requesting cruising altitude at flight level 220.
Bandit 30 X-ray, climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220, Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray.
I love having Eric Cartman. All right, let's go down. 220. $25,000 is the maximum. I just don't see us getting up there. We might have too much fuel, or I don't know. But we almost fell out of the sky again. Yeah, we did our best La Bamba impression on our first takeoff. It was pretty good. I was singing the song while we were crashing. Once I level off here, I'm gonna check and see if there's any other voices that they updated. There's now a button on here to be a snitch, which I don't like. There's a button here now where you can report chatter, profanity, frustrated pilots. I understand about poor audio quality and stuff like that, but man, asking us to snitch on people? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Be asking us to snitch on people, man. Wrong. Been playing a little bit more of that Indiana Jones game, man. That game is boss. I really like that game. That game is fun. I'm not that far into the story yet. Still like in the, I guess, the first major area of the game. A lot of stuff to do in that area. We're almost at our cruising altitude. All right, very good. Hold altitude here. Then I believe it said we need to be at 50 to 60. Thrust lever set 90%. Prop levers between 50 and 5% of our. Okay. I don't know. Everything looks good to me. It's all in the green. Let's just leave it. We're not going that fast. We have plenty of room left. I think we'll just leave things how it is, especially since there's no engine failures modeled. I think it's hydraulics, fires, and engine performance, I think. I don't think any of those are monitored or set up for failures. All right, so we got about a minute and a half MDAB, and then what do we have after MDAB? Then VERP, and then we're going to be descending right after VERP. So we don't really have that much farther to go. where we're going to start descending into Rio. Get some of them Rio de Janeiro giraffes. That's why we're going to Rio. Nice little airplane for 20 bucks though. Got a good amount of buttons to push. Sounds are decent. I don't really know what this airplane sounds like in real life. I don't think it sounds this thin. That's a word to describe it. You're like getting some airplanes and it's like you feel the engines like in your ears. This one's just like a gnat. Still better than the 307. Not in real life, but in the sim at least is better than the 307. I did another certificate last night for the DEI flight school, our diversity, equity, and inclusion flight school that we have. Now I have access to like the Coriolis, or I forget how to pronounce it, but we have faster airplanes now. Oh shit, what's up, dude? How are you? Got a new toy for Mod Monday. Mod Monday. When I bought it, I didn't realize it's been out for like 3 years already. I thought it was a brand new plane. I'm glad I looked that up before I put the title together tonight. I almost put new mod available. I was all excited until I started reading more about it. Oh, it's been out for 3 years. I never heard of it until today. I didn't. Nice.
Bandit 30 X-ray. Expect the Pabi 1 Bravo arrival for the ILSR runway 15 into Galao via egg dot. I'll call your descent in roughly 20 minutes.
Expecting the PRV 1 Bravo arrival for the ILSR runway 15 via EG dot. Awaiting descent instructions. Bandit November Alpha 3 0X-ray.
I like it. It's a little thin. Like, it sounds a little thin, but overall, I like it a lot. All right, I don't want to adjust anything right now. I think this is the only new character they put in. They now have auto assign, and then now they have Eric Cartman. So yeah, I didn't see anybody else, so we'll just leave Eric for now. Oh, I'll have to play with that. I didn't realize we have. Very interesting. Channel 2. Let's set up channel 2. Ah. Very interesting.
We are now at a safe altitude, and you are welcome to use your electronic devices. Please ensure that they are in airplane mode. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the flight.
I was just complaining a minute ago about how we can't have more than one type of, helper in the airplane, but now we can. Very nice. Let me just make sure that the letter V is not being... I don't think it is, because I had this set up once before like this. Shit, I closed out everything. Props key. Search. Yeah, attached drone to previous. Yeah, I'm not worried. Okay. Hang on, I shut down YouTube and everything, so. Second here. That up. Kick's back up. What up, Kick? YouTube now. Let's go back to the don't know how I close that out. There we go. Now we're back. Yeah, it's a pretty nice mod. I like it. Sorry, I'm just kind of now re-answering your question. Like I said, I closed out. Goodbye. Yeah, it's got a good amount of buttons. It's easy to start up. It comes with a nice user manual and checklist that comes with as well in the tablet, and then also one that you can pull up on your phone and computer and shit. Yeah, it starts up nice. It's got a decent amount of equipment in it. Tablet's nice, pretty functional as far as getting things set up in the beginning. The tablet, all you can really use the tablet for managing it on the ground as far as covers and chocks, pushback and all that, preferences, and then it's got settings as well. Other than that, there's like no other for it. But it's got the availability of having the regular old Garmin systems or these GTNs. So, and I bought the GTN license a while back. I still have it until I think like of next year. All right, we'll let Eric Cartman handle the comms for landing too. Eric, please handle the comms until we land.
Sure, I'll handle the comms until we land.
Something to do. Most of these co-pilots I work with, they don't do shit. Sit there whole time just really doing nothing. Playing PUBG on their phone and playing on Twitter.
Bandit 30 X-ray.
Or X.
Descend via Pab 1 Bravo for the ILSR runway 15 approach into Galao via egg.QNH 1013.
Descend via Pop 1 Bravo for the ILS Romeo runway 15 approach. Egg dot transition, QNH 1013. Bandit November Alpha 3, 0X, Ray.
All right, what do we need to do for descent? Pilot ending. There's nothing with prop sync or anything like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your friendly flight attendant speaking. We have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Rio Galeo Tom Jobim International Airport. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, and fasten your seat belts. I must also inform you that the usage of the lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, so Edgit grid our capture 3300. $988 clouds. Arrival. Burrep. Arab. Very good. Go back to the other chart. Approach. Well, that one. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to look up on the charts. What are our transition altitude? I knew there was a reason I was looking at it. Chart again. 70. That's our 149. Okay. Yep. Yes, Eric. Yes, Eric Hartman from South Park is our co-pilot. It just that just happened tonight on their. It really just updated tonight when I was getting ready to launch the game. I pulled up Say Intentions, and it had an update. Yeah, we got Eric Hartman now. That's really the only new voice I see. I don't see any other voices. But yeah, that's great having Eric Hartman as your co-pilot. I had multiplayer on for a while with the for the chatter for the ATC, but it was so much, just non-stop, and I'm like, ugh, I want to listen to that. I think if it was like a long flight maybe, and like I was just sitting here, that might be something to kind of listen to keep myself occupied, but not like while I'm trying to talk as well. And Arab, we need to be above 12,000. Let's slow down our descent a little bit. Why are they having us descend now? We have so much time to get. We have like 30 some miles left until we get there. No, actually about 45 miles. Why they had us descend now? That's weird. Oh well. Cool helicopter spots right there. I wonder if we can swim in this game. I'll have to look into that. You know, like fly an airplane from somewhere, land right over here in the water, swim to the helicopter pad, and then jump in it. Oh yeah, they're crazy bright, dude. It's ridiculous how bright they are. Even if you turn the setting, like, even if you turn the switch all the way down to like just one click, they're so bright, it's crazy. I think they did that on purpose. Yeah, I'm sure. You go blind every time you put the lights down outside. Every time you put the sun down, you go blind. I think they did that shit on purpose. Like, oh, we'll show these people complaining about runway lights and airport lights. We'll show them. We'll make the interior so bright that they'll never fly at nighttime again. There's a mod I saw that, at least for the Max, it looks like it takes care of the screen brightening on the Max, but every other airplane is ridiculous. It's still ridiculous on the Max, unless you have that mod, but still, yeah, it's a shame. And we're gonna hold at 13,000. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a bad job. Hopefully they'll patch it at some point. But yeah, flying at night sucks. With the screens as bright as they are, man. Alright, we'll hold here. Hey, outside of the engine sound, this isn't a bad little airplane. I mean, the engines still sound better than the 307, but nice little airplane. Closer to Arab. Forget to hit that like, everybody. I don't care what kind of device you're on. I know every device that I use YouTube on, I can always push the like. I always hit the like button pretty much on everybody. As soon as I get the video started, whoever I'm watching, I just click it and get it out of the way. Just click it and get it out of the way. Do it. Yeah, I was on the Just Flight website today, just looking around. Now that I have a PC and I can like get a lot of the stuff that I've never got before, you know, just because I can get it now, I'm not really pressed on getting a lot of new mods. But if there's something that catches my eye, I might get it. I saw this, I thought it looked pretty cool. Right. Never heard of NextGen Simulations either before. Hopefully they're not like the Captain Sim of propeller plane. I think they did a pretty good job with this airplane. Again, like I said, I don't know how this airplane sounds in real life. I know how it sounds here. Definitely sounds better than some of the airplanes, but very thin sounding, that's for sure. I very much doubt this is how the airplane sounds in real life. Alright, we'll beat here the speed of the sim here in a minute. Miles left. Anything else we need? We're landing. So when we're lining up, we'll turn off the sync and arm the auto feather again. Feathers as well. One thing I was talking about in the beginning of this game today was, you know, like in 2020, when you pull up the weather, you can actually get the METAR information. I don't see that anywhere here at all. Like, no, unless I'm missing it somewhere. But I certainly don't see it anywhere. All right, let's go back to regular speed.
Bandit 30 X-ray, contact Rio approach on 119.0.
Switching to Rio approach on 119.0. Bandit November
crack up every time I hear his voice. I think it's funny. Start descending here in a moment again.
November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray evening, maintaining flight level 130.
Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray, real approach identified. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. After that, we have 9,000. That in. Guess I can use. Up to see the screens, man. That's why I like on that Concorde video I did. I couldn't see the flight management, the MCDU. I couldn't see it unless I like made the outside dark. That's why I put that little thing in there. It says FMC lighting by DC and Asobo. Do like a evening type lamp. Turn down. It's here. Try doing a barrel roll. Try doing a barrel roll with the 777. All right, we can start descending again. Spin around, that's a good trick. See if you can do that. Do a couple of touch and goes. Practice the tail strikes. I might do a quick mission for our career mode after this. Since there's no persistency savings with this airplane, I don't really feel the need to shut it down. As soon as we land, we're dipping out. If this thing saved our, if this thing saved how we left the airplane, then absolutely I would shut it down completely, like I do with the F-28 and the RJ and A146, Banshee, Vipers that I have.
November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray, Rio approach. Proceed direct EG band. Descend altitude 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 15 approach.
Direct EG band. Descend to 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 15 approach. Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray.
final approach into Rio, please turn off your electronic devices and stow them away until we arrive at the gate. Kindly ensure your tray tables are stowed, your seats are in the full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. Our wonderful staff will provide you with information regarding your connecting flights once we are on the ground. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good job, Alejandro. This button doesn't work, which I think is so stupid. Autopilot button. You can't do anything with any of the buttons on here. The trim I understand, you know, sort of, and the comm button, but like this button works. But that can't be the autopilot. I'm not gonna put it now. Maybe that's for the auto throttle. Maybe. I know they got a button here for go around for toga speed. All right, let me pull up. That's the one I want to see right there. What our altitude? Get on our there. Switch our EDI here. Let's get a little closer. Heading mode after we make this next turn. Shit, they were programmed. Never programmed our course. One thing I like about this nav system is that when you do adjust your heading, it puts the line. Yeah, it puts this blue line here, shows you your track. I like that a lot. I'm sure it does, dude. Take a couple screenshots, put them up. See what they look like. Charts, airport, weather data, and 12. Our plane right there. at 2988. Right, we're close. Really? So you can't get the glide slope to... I don't know in that airplane if you have to have both sides programmed identically. I know some airplanes you have to have captain and co-pilot, same frequency, same course and all that. I don't know if that's the case in that airplane as well. It might be. Or it could be the frequency is wrong, maybe. Not saying you put it in wrong, but maybe the simulator has the wrong frequency. I've seen that a few times. I think it's a setting you have to do. I know there's a setting in there where you can capture the glide slope before you capture the localizer. But, I mean, I'm sure you know what you're doing. I mean, I'm sure you've done it in other airplanes. Well, usually approach mode on that plane doesn't usually work unless the glide slope is showing up as well. So if you're trying to hit approach before the glide slope shows up, yeah, if you hit the glide slope, if you hit approach before the glide slope shows up in the display, then approach mode won't engage. I think. I haven't flown that plane in a while, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Seems like every Boeing kind of operates that way. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Understood, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Maybe I'll do a 777 flight tomorrow. See what I can figure out. Alright, let's arm approach mode ourselves. Both are showing up. Be cool if Eric Cartman was like sitting right here, like if they could actually show that. That'd be fun. Do it, man. Snow in New Zealand? Absolutely. Big rainstorms, lots of wind. Sure. There's always somebody watching on Discord. Alright, localizer's been captured. Eric, let the tower know we're coming in on final approach.
Sure, I'll let them know when we're on final approach. Real approach, Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray. Real approach, we'll notify you once we're established on final for runway 15.
Bandit 30 X-ray, roger. Report established on final for runway 15.
Aren't we established right now? Well, you can still have the glide slope show up. Or you can look at a chart. You can see on the chart the rate of descent and all that. That's a better question for either New Zealand, probably, or Chicago. For me, I just try to kind of... I use the glide slope. Even if I'm flying by hand, I usually use that as... I try to be about 500 feet, you know. Pretty damn close to the runway. All right, let's put our landing gear down.
Bandit 30 X-ray, contact Galau Tower on 118.0.
Switching to Galau Tower on 118.0. Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray.
Yeah, the flight path vector. Yeah, you could do that too. There should be an F.
Tower, Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray evening. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 15.
Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray, Galau Tower, winds calm, runway 15, clear to land.
Runway 15, clear to land. Bandit November Alpha 3, 0 X-ray.
I think the FPV button is like right near the two knobs above where you can switch it from like plan to map and all that. There should be an FPV button like right around there. I'm really not sure what the landing speed of this thing is, but I think it's somewhere down here where the end of this white bar is. Wait, or you can always program the glide slope in, and then once it shows up, you can just use that as your guiding point. I would, if I was you, I would just pull up the chart, see what the chart says, because the chart always shows how many miles out for this altitude and that altitude and all that. Or you can use the lights, see the red and white lights like in front of us. You can use them if it's more red than white, you're too low. If it's more white than red, you're too high. Wow, that's cool. 600 feet and it still grabs it. That's pretty cool. All right, so the first time I fly an airplane, I always let it try to land itself. So we're going to see how this airplane does. And say intentions now. No reason to have it on anymore. I'm gonna do a career flight after this. One of our new airplanes. It's a good thing we're not in real life, though. Especially in this simulator. Can you imagine trying to land a plane with the frame rate glitching? You imagine coming in your final land and then you start glitching? The frame rate drops from 60 down to 10. That'll be fun. Speed's doing okay. Holding the slope pretty good. Feel so guilty letting the plane land itself, but I always try this out whenever I get a new airplane. I like this runway, this airport. This one's handcrafted. All right, it's not landing itself. Not bad, not a bad landing. Wish I had a calculator for it, but... Oh, I probably could get one now that I have a computer. Alright, that was pretty good. I like this airplane. Alright, let's try to do something else. Not bad. If you got 20 bucks, go get it. Got my stamp of approval on this one. Alright, DEI Airways. Or the DEI Devils, actually. All right, let's got listed here. I like flying in this area of the world. Orvilis, 5 minutes. Aeronautica, that's a pretty fun little plane to fly. Helicopter. Ooh, Beach Bonanza. I haven't flown one of those yet in this game. That. Actually, I'm going to use my controller for this. I usually like to use my controller for these because it makes the shortcuts much easier, I think. Like the shortcuts for starting up the engines and... Whoa, look at this fucking... So we go out, we go around, and then we come back and... Okay, yeah, that'll work. Let's... Landing smoothness, sightseeing quality. Oh, Meemaw Pat Pat. Move chocks, we can do that. We get the icon for it. Go. I didn't realize I was so tall. Oh, hang on. I gotta turn the voices on. That's why the voices were on before. Forgot I was doing a flight. That was funny, man. We had a T-top on the flight here. Listening mode. Interface. Yes, for the HUD. We're going to be flying outside most of the flight. And distance. Yes, yes.
Luca, over our very own region. He's got his fiancée with him. Just a gentle reminder about always keeping seatbelts fastened at all times. It's a matter of safety. Let's do it.
Ground AX3 Mike Papa 2310 request taxi for takeoff east departure.
AX3 Mike Papa 2310 taxi 2 and hold short of runway tree 1L using taxiway Bravo Charlie Alpha. Contact tower on 1 tree 5. Niner when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway tree 1L via taxiway Bravo Charlie Alpha.
My head gonna be sticking out of the airplane the whole flight? What the hell? Oh, they got it sitting in the back of the airplane. That's cool. Hang on, let me...
This is where we met, so it's kind of special today. I'm Luca, by the way.
You met on the airplane?
My name's Daniela. I'm Luca's fiancée. Thanks for taking me up today.
That's great. Oh, you're welcome. No problem, honey. Alright, let me put on the flight director. Where are you at? Director. Alright, let's park and brake. What's hanging off the bottom of the airplane? Hang on. Hang on a second. That's one of our passengers. This game is so fucked. I don't know why I find that so funny. Maybe it's late at night. I don't know. It's funny. He lost the bet. We glued his shoes to the bottom of the airplane. Wow. Great job, Microsoft. Almost as good as when I was loading up the airplane yesterday. I flew the Concorde. The the people driving the carts around, they were like 10 feet above the cart, but in their sitting position. That's great. Wow. Big airplane there. That must be a new Cessna Corvallis. Wow, we got to go all the way up there. Are you kidding me? No wonder this mission is 30 minutes long. Half of it's taxiing. God, I hope we don't have to taxi all the way back when we're done. That would suck. Yeah, that's great. I wonder if he's going to be there the whole flight like that. I guess he will be. That's how they fly over here in Italy and Austria, I guess. Hang people from the bottom of the airplane. I do like these missions. They are starting to kind of get a little monotonous because they kind of all seem to be like the same thing. Hopefully, now that I'm unlocking more aircraft, I'll have a bigger variety of what I can do for missions. But yeah, I always use all the assistants and cheats that are available when I'm doing these missions. I always turn them all on. Makes it feel more like a game. I don't mind making it feel like an actual simulator when I'm doing like the free flights and shit like that, but when it comes to these kind of things, give me all the assistance you have. I don't want to make it hard. I want to make it fun. And like if I'm continually worrying about like the anti-cyclic pedals and all this other shit, you know, that you have to worry about, then that kind of, for me at least, it takes some of the fun out. I like being able just to jump into an airplane, take off, fly around a little bit, especially from the outside. But yep, I turn on all the assistance I can when it comes to these. I think it's nice of them going on their first date touring an airport on the ground like this. What better way to tour an airport than just hanging off the bottom of the airplane? I've seen my head sticking out like that a few times. I've never seen it where passengers are actually like not sitting down. Got the shortest straw, I guess. Yeah, that might screw up our landing a little bit. We'll see. I'm surprised he's still attached. Thought he would have fallen off by now. I mean, that must be some very, very strong glue they're using, like Gorilla Glue or Super Glue or something like that. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bad landing for him. God, I hope we don't have to taxi this whole thing when we... I get, maybe it just seems like it... Maybe it's shorter than what it actually is, but still, that's a long way to taxi. Papa Alpha Whiskey. Runway something or something. Wonder how many points you get if you just skip every single, like, step in the mission. Like, every time a new step comes up, you just skip it. I wonder how many points you'll get.
Tower EX 3 Mike Papa 2 Tree 10 ready for east departure at runway Tree 1L.
AX3 Mike Papa 2 Tree 10 QNH 101 Tree departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway Tree 1L.
Had to go down there because if I try to click it here, it'll probably bring up the column again. Watch. See? How stupid is that, guys? Look at this, Microsoft. Look at the quality of product you're putting out, Asobo and Microsoft. Look at this. Let me put these lights on. Oh, can't do it. Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. So these 4 switches you can't operate from here. You have to go like down here to do it. Now we're okay. This is the anti-light plane. Where we take. Then we're gonna turn around. I have noticed some missions, if you don't put the landing lights on when you're taking off, or if you don't put the taxi lights on when you're taxiing, I have lost points with other missions, so I make it a point to do it now. If I wouldn't be reduced any points, I probably wouldn't do it. Put any lights on at all. Doesn't really matter unless you're, you know, unless you're getting deducted for it. Bonanza, oh, don't you cry for me. If you're just now kind of tuning in, and I really like that airplane that we flew, the Bandito. It's definitely, I know it's an you know, 3 or 4 years old, but definitely well worth $20 if you are looking for something fun to play on 2024. This guy's having a hell of a first date right here.
Tower EX3, Mike Papa Papa 2, tree 10, continue for east departure.
So funny.
Relax, Luca. You're gripping the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
I see we still have the same issue in this airplane from 2020. With always being maxed out in the red like that.
AX3 Mike Papa Papa 2 tree 10, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tower EX3, Mike Papa Papa 2, tree 10, frequency change.
It must be incredibly romantic to view our beloved region at sunset. Definitely need to book that together, honey.
Who wrote this shit? I say it every time I do a mission, whether I'm talking to y'all or I'm talking to myself. Somebody wrote that, and somebody else listened to it and said, "That's great. We can't do anything better. That's the best we can do." Somebody had to agree to that. That was the best they could do. Who the hell talks like that?
It's so quiet, I feel like we're in a movie.
Yay. Yay! I'm just kidding. I'm not being gay phobic or what. Saying it.
What's that weird jolt? Are we going down?
Oh. Trying to get control of the trim. Stop myself from overspeeding. Trying to get closer to these damn blue boxes.
You okay? Not scared?
I'm too excited to be scared.
It's a little different hanging off the bottom of the airplane, Jessica, but getting used to it. I got a good haircut on the way to the runway. My face dragging on the concrete for 2 kilometers. I guess I could put the autopilot on if I really wanted to. I don't really use the autopilot that often on these missions. I kind of fly these by hand all the time. Every once in a while I'll put autopilot on, but
look at this spectacular view.
Never really seems like it's worth it. By the time you get it set, get the altitude set, get the heading set, get the buttons pushed, you're pretty much on to the next area, or having to drop your speed by, you know, half. and drop your altitude to 500 over so you can spin around a golf course or a shopping mall. I did one mission. I think it was in New York or Canada. The mission was flying around different golf courses and like circling the golf courses. Does that?
It's great seeing the world from this angle.
Yeah, we're getting ready to come up on a circle. I think. Yep, see? Another circle. 1500, 209. Should be close to 100. There we go. Hola, Neto. I sure would like to look at it. I can't. Gotta fly the damn plane.
Hey, I can see our childhood school.
Oh wow.
Oh god, you fucking pedophile.
That's awesome. I didn't expect to spot that so easily.
Turns out I love flying as much as I love you.
That marriage is not going to last for him. They'll be divorced within 3 or 4 years, probably. He keeps on talking like that. Like, you're too needy. God, just leave me alone. Need some space. You're all up on me all the time.
This is better than any postcard.
This is great. This is comedy. I like this. This is one of the funnier ones I've done.
AX3 Mike Papa Papa 2 tree 10 tower. QNH 101 tree make left traffic runway tree 1L.
Make left downwind runway, tree 1 LAX3 Mike Papa Papa 2 tree 10.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the funnier ones I've heard.
I hear people talking to you on the radio. I didn't expect so many locals to be involved in this kind of activity. It's a real hub of activity.
Why Microsoft? Why? Maybe they did this on purpose, just to try to be funny. Maybe they're doing this on purpose. They gotta be. Nobody talks like that. First of all, you wouldn't hear anybody on the radio. I got headphones on, and you're in a propeller plane. I doubt you would hear them. I think we're going to cross, make a right, and go around. Kind of my guessing based on...
Welcome back, aviators. Are
Yep.
you okay, Luca? Ready to give it a go again?
Fantastic flight. 5 stars. Would totally recommend it.
You made our day, Captain.
Don't thank me yet. We're not on the ground. After this landing's over, you'll be thanking me. Your man's going to be half the man he used to be. No, we're not extending the gear just yet, dude. Look how much we got to do still. But if I don't push it now, we may lose the points for it. So I'm going to push it now, even though I don't want to. Yeah, he's in a hurry. He had a bad burrito before the date. And that burrito's starting to hit him, so he wants to... I'm surprised he didn't drop off when we crossed the runway. I thought he was going to drop off right there, but... Trying to power through it. Got that sphincter muscle nice and closed. You got that squeaky butt cheeks right now. You know what squeaky butt cheeks are. You ever... squeeze your butt cheeks while you run into the bathroom, and every time you take a step, because... you know, it makes that noise. Anyways. Right. Right. Trying to stain the bottom of the airplane. I'm surprised my hat's still on. Yeah, that's true. I put a guy shitting in the video I just put up earlier today on the Concorde. There's a part in the beginning where the Concorde won't climb at all. It just descends. So I put a guy shitting all over it when when that started happening. Then at the end of the flight, we're at full power, full throttle, and we have and the engines are showing that they're on. Like, it's showing full power on the gauges, but we have 0 power from the engines. We wound up crashing. Yeah, the Concorde in 2020 is pretty good. It has a little bit of an issue in the beginning when you're climbing. It doesn't really work until you get over about 10,000 feet, which I got used to that. You get to 10,000 feet really quickly in a Concorde. But in 2024, that thing is not ready for showtime. It's a mess. The lighting, the engines, and you better not make us go all the way back. Poor Larry.
AX3 Mike Papa 2310, turn next taxiway.
That was pretty good landing. That was, man. That was buttery smooth. Soft and buttery. Yeah, I like landing from outside the airplane. Especially when you got somebody hanging off the bottom of it. I think they do this on purpose to make us laugh. I mean, who else would write that kind of scripting? Looking at that school makes me think of how much I love you. What? That's gross. Don't think of kids and then think of loving me. It's wrong. Gotta go back inside and put the taxi light. Do that at the holding short point. No, I didn't see that.
AX3 Mike Papa 2310, contact ground on 124. 25.
Yeah, I missed that.
25AX3 Mike Papa Papa 2 Tree 10.
Brakes on real quick because we got to go down below to activate these lights. Otherwise, the yoke will come out.
10, request taxi to parking.
AX3 Mike Papa Papa 2 Tree 10 taxi to General Aviation, parking via taxiway Charlie Bravo.
No way. Is it the same one?
Taxiing to General
That's not too bad.
Parking using taxiway Charlie Bravo AX3 Mike Papa Papa 2 Tree 10.
That's not too bad. Better than having to... I know Say Intentions tonight, when I did their update, they had something on there now about, like, now they have a button where you can push it and report people that are... I don't know. It's a snitch button, really, is what it is. You can also register complaints about things not working properly and glitches and things like that, which is good. I like that. But I don't like the snitch button part of it. Like, I pay you money every month. I'm not going to be a snitch for you, too. If I'm paying money, you're going to do the work. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't benefit me. I could give two shits how somebody talks. When they're doing, you know, when they're playing, I don't care. Bryce used to play Call of Duty all the time, and PUBG, and Fortnite, and all that, man. Pretty sure they're not going to be saying things worse than that. And I hope the F-28 makes its way to 2020. I really want to fly that plane again. Maybe I'll fly that tomorrow. Go back to 2020 and do the F-28. That plane has some of the best engine sounds I've ever heard. Ever. In the simulator. Got us parking in a different parking spot. Yep. Very futuristic, that plane. Right there. Alright, you can untie your shoes here in a minute. That way you can release yourself from the bottom of the airplane. Watch out, Jimmy. Right. Yeah, you take all the pressure off your tires, have all that unsprung weight hanging from your airplane. I bet you we're going to get an S flight. I bet you. I think it is. Especially with that landing. I'd be really surprised if it was less than that. Wow, really? Landing smoothness 83? Sightseeing quality? What? Oh, my face was... Oh, whatever. Alright, one more for the good guys. The DEI Devils. Still need another, what, 11,000 credits so we can do maintenance on our airplane. Yeah, maintenance is 13,000. Yeah, I can't fly this plane until I have almost 14,000 credits. I certainly don't want to fly it and lose it by getting a bad engine. Then I have to do an insurance claim, and yeah, I don't want to do that. we'll just keep on doing these other missions. But yeah, I was able to open up, I did this one last night, this high performance endorsement. That opened up a whole bunch of planes. What is this one? Subcrafters. Really, the planes I don't really care too much. I really want to get up and get this one here, but this is like 17,000 credits. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not that. This one here. Oh, 75,000 credits. Why do they make it? You know how long you got to grind? So let's think about this. So you have, let's say, an average of 45 minutes. No, for this you would have to do a lot. So you're gonna have an average of 1.5 hours to 2 hours per flight. You get maybe 3,000 credits. So you got to do, I mean, you got to do like 25 flights. So you got to put in like a full solid day to a day and a half of flying time in order to do. Fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't want to do that 30 hours and then unlock it. Like, but it is what it is. I mean, I guess if you're not doing too much in free flight, if you're just doing more missions and things like that, I guess it'll go by quickly. But still, I mean, that's outrageous. Here for the 40,000. What airplanes do you get with it? This one you. It's a pretty fun plane, the Pilatus. That one, see, this was only 30,000. 50,000. 1,000. Oh, snap. Wow. Oh, I didn't know you could do heavy liners. Yeah. Very cool. What, didn't one of these say, wait for the DLC? This one here. Yeah, this certification will be available in a future update. Why do you put it there then? Like, what? Anyway, what? I don't understand this company. I'm getting out of here. It's late. I got shit to do tomorrow. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. Pretty much off of work this week. So I got some time to do some stuff. I appreciate everybody who stopped by tonight. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Tip your bartender on the way out. And have a good rest of the Monday. Have a good Tuesday. Yeah, see you, Bobby. And I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. All right, guys. See you later. See ya.